guys, it's another day of MS Awareness Month, and I am coming to you from Healing Space Acupuncture with Rachel Weiss. She's a dear friend of mine and an amazing acupuncturist. Thank you so much for welcoming us in here.
My pleasure.
I have used acupuncture for a number of years to manage a lot of different health concerns that I've had, and then certainly from an autoimmune and MS perspective. And I know you guys have been so great about asking questions as far as how you can best manage your health. So Rachel has offered to answer some of our questions here about what acupuncture is, do those needles really hurt, and how you find a good one. So thank you again.
My pleasure.
And can you kick us off just by helping us understand what is acupuncture?
Acupuncture is the insertion of needles in the body in order to block, unblock energy blockages or to rebalance energy in the body. Essentially.
Okay.
In a nutshell.
Okay. Yeah.
It's an ancient practice, as most people know.
Yeah.
Thousands of years old, started in China.
Amazing, amazing. We love those simple answers there, short and to the point, right? So one of the big questions, especially for those people who have a fear of needles and all that other stuff, they hear the idea of needles getting put in their body. Do they hurt? I mean, personally, I can say I've had it for years. I'm not afraid of needles. I don't think they hurt, but like, what do you say to that person who says, I don't want the needles?
Right. Well, I see a wide range of like sensory perceptions on how the needling is, from anywhere from people who are very sensitive to those who don't feel the needles at all. You know, if someone is nervous about getting needles, you could always, tell your acupuncturist that, ahead of time. And especially your first treatment can be a gentle treatment with fewer needles. And I think it's worth it. There's so many benefits that it's just worth giving it a try the first few times. I mean, there's a lot of fear, especially the first time you come in for a treatment, which sometimes makes you a little more sensitive. Interestingly, but if you can get yourself used to it, and the fear factor is out, it changes your perception of the treatment a lot, of the needling a lot.
Nice.
So,
okay.
Like now, people who have come to see me for a long time actually welcome those sensations.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And you talked about the wide range of benefits. What are some of the different things that you see people for in treating acupuncture?
Well, I certainly see for treating any kind of symptom management. Now, if we're talking MS or an autoimmune condition, it could really help treat symptoms such as fatigue, such as pain, limited range of motion, headaches, brain fog, helps you sleep better, helps digestion. There's so many different benefits that can be seen. Yeah.
And it's amazing. That was one of the first things that I noticed so much. One of the huge benefits of acupuncture is that you can come for one thing. You can come for anxiety, or you can come for physical pain, and yet you get all of these other benefits too. So it's not just a matter of coming for, I guess you don't have to come a separate appointment for each symptom.
No.
You can come for one appointment and get a lot of symptoms addressed.
Absolutely, yes.
Nice.
Number one being you feel more relaxed almost immediately after the treatment. That would be the number one sensation people experience, like just feeling calmer, like you've had a glass of wine without the calories.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
And on that note, so after your first treatment, you might feel a little bit more relaxed, which is a huge bonus.
Yeah.
In terms of getting some significant relief from either mobility or pain, fatigue, whatever the broader or greater symptom may be, what's kind of an expectation as far as when they can expect to receive benefits?
Right. Everyone's response to acupuncture is very individualized. Most people need a series of treatments in order to feel like long-term benefits. And some people need to continue coming back on a regular basis to feel, to maintain that feeling. But everyone is so different. So some people notice a difference right away. Okay. And then of course the longer you've had, symptoms, And the more intense those symptoms, sometimes the longer the treatments you might need to have more treatments in order to notice the effect.
That makes sense.
So depending on the severity and the length of the symptoms,
Yeah.
will affect how, although I've seen people who have had like chronic year-long, multi-year-long problems who have noticed changes after the first. But typically you need a series of treatments in order to feel a difference.
That makes sense. If you've had a symptom or pain or an ailment for a long period of time, you can't necessarily expect a dramatic turnaround in one session.
Right.
Kind of the longer you've had that, the longer it may take in order to get the benefits, but it's not to say that you can't get some immediate payoff, so to speak, from those first couple treatments.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I know you're here in, where are we, Haddon Township or Collingswood?
Collingswood,
okay. But we have people who tune in from all over. So if somebody is looking to find an acupuncturist, can you give some recommendations on how to find somebody who might be well qualified and a good fit for them?
Sure. I think a recommendation is really important. So if you know someone who's had acupuncture, or just ask around, ask your friends, you might be surprised that they've had acupuncture before. And if you want to look up their credentials, they should be, you're under your state's licensure website. You should be able to see that they're licensed in your state. That's important. There's also another level of accreditation, a national certification, the NCCAOM. If not all acupuncturists have that, but it's an additional level of, like, there are a little more continuing education demands.
Okay.
You need to, have CPR.
The important stuff.
Right, if you're going to be a diplomat in acupuncture.
Yeah.
So those are a little bit more, if you're looking for someone with additional credentials.
Fantastic. And then just one last question. I know that personally, with managing a chronic disease, there's a lot that goes into it. You're investing in your food, you're investing in exercise plans and co-pays and maybe prescriptions. It can get pretty expensive, that all of the expenses really add up. So what are some ways in which you can still get the benefits of acupuncture, but maybe have it at a lower price point? Like, I know that there's the private versus the community acupuncture. Can you describe a little bit of that? Because that seems to be a trend that's not only that you offer here, but other places may offer.
Nationally. Yes, I have kind of a blended practice where I see patients one-on-one, and I also see people in a community acupuncture practice where people are treated in one room. And you could look in your community and see if that is available to you. Many of them have them on a sliding scale or just at a lower cost than a private one-on-one treatment. But also, slowly but surely, insurance companies are coming around. And
baby!
You might want to check with your insurance company to see if there's an acupuncture benefit, or if you can get reimbursed even a small amount for treatment. And I think that's going to be a trend. That's going to be approved more and more by insurance companies.
That's amazing.
But a lot of people don't have insurance. A lot of so see if there's community acupuncture, or
So if we have insurance, check with insurance. If you don't, and even if you do, check to see if the practice offers private and or community acupuncture, because community acupuncture, you're still having that one-to-one experience with the acupuncturist, but there's just other people in the room. And the reality is, I know from when I have it done, my eyes are closed the whole time, so I have no idea if somebody's, the other, against the other wall. It makes no difference to me. I'm still getting all the benefits there. So thank you so much for answering all these many questions. Now we're going to hop on over, and you're actually going to see me get some needles and experience acupuncture directly on camera, so tune in. Okay guys, so here I am on the table. I'm about to get some needles. We had a hard time angling of getting me in with Rachel in, but you'll see her when she starts putting the needles in. But I'm ready to go.
So there are many different styles of acupuncture, and my style is a blend, but I usually like to start with some ear points to help my patients relax. I like to start with this point yin tong, also for relaxation. And then just as a demo, we'll do a few body points. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's funny, at this point I don't even feel the needles. I mean, I can feel them going in, but it's non-issue, and it's
Right.
I get ready for what I call my needle naps.
I don't know if you'll be able to see these points, but we'll give it a try. How are you doing?
Good stuff.
Yeah. Maybe one more.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And there you have it. That's acupuncture. Take care, guys.